I asked, and you voted. Greetings and salutations, fellow Transformers addicts and fellow YouTubers. TFA1024, the Transformers addict, coming to you with yet another video review. And today we have our latest winning result for the fan-decided review of the Transformers Age of Extinction Platinum Edition Autobots Unite 5-pack. It's none other than the Transformers Age of Extinction Platinum Edition Autobots Unite 5-pack Deluxe Class Autobot Drift. As you can see here, he is pretty much what he was in the movie. However, for some odd reason, both Takara and Hasbro decided to go with a blue on blue, but actually, Drift was actually black and blue. Now, I know a lot of people are saying, oh, he's dark blue, he's not black. He's actually black. He actually is black and blue, which would have helped the samurai motif a bit better. But as you can see, he is in his Bugatti Veyron vehicle mode. Very nice. I like the way that this came out. You got different shades of blue. You got the dark blue. You have the light blue. You actually have the rims painted out in a nice light blue rather than the Hasbro edition being painted in a nice silver, which is very cool, very accurate to the movie. You have some very different highlights. You have the Bugatti symbol painted out in a nice little red. You have the grill and intakes painted in nice black with some nice little hived, riveted, etched out detail. You have the headlights painted out in a nice silver, as well as the engine in the back. I believe that's the engine. Painted in a nice silver, and then you have a black spoiler. On the back you have the Bugatti logo right there, painted in a nice silver, as well as the taillights, and you get the same nice etched out detailing, hive detailing inside these two pieces right here. Sadly, there's nothing painted back here. This is pretty much all black. I would like to see a little bit more paint applications, like maybe for right here, or, you know, just a little bit more nice detailing. I thought that would have been nice. But as you can see, if you flip him over, he does suffer from VRS, and if you don't know what that is, that's Visible Robot Syndrome. Basically, you got his knees, his legs, his arms, and you can't see the head, so kudos on Hasbro for making them not show off the head in vehicle mode, so that's pretty cool. But if you do look inside, you can pretty much see everything. It's not bad though. Now, he does come with weapon storage in vehicle mode. You can take the two swords and everything and stuff them inside. However, I do not like to do that, simply because whenever you do it on this, it kind of bends them at the tip, and I do not want any more warped plastic. As you can see, he comes with two katanas, much like he did in the movie, painted out in pretty much just a gray plastic. So that's very nice. And of course you have two smaller daggers, more like throwing knives, in the same plastic, whereas the Hasbro edition had the gold. This is just gray, so. But yeah, very nice figure. Really do like the way that he came out. I think he looks really good, and very pleased with him. Now, sadly, I don't have anything else to compare him with, so I'll do size comparisons as well as... I'll do size comparisons as well as side-by-side comparisons to the retail version, along with articulation in a separate video, as well as with Optimuses and Hounds and everyone else. But yeah, so to quickly get on to transformation, basically what all you have to do here is you just want to take these side panels on each side, like so, and these will actually form his shoulder pieces, which is pretty cool, so it gives it that nice little riveting effect. And that's all you do there for now. What you want to do up here is you want to come around here, take this whole front section, and carefully unpeg it first. And then raise all of this up, like so. And you want to rotate it 180 degrees. Come around here to the sides of the cars on the back and rotate these up while also rotating these two panels downward. Flip down the feet, like so. Separate the legs. Have him stand up a bit. I'm going to have him stand up some because he's going to get a little tall. As if my camera wants to cooperate this time. There we go. So, the next thing you want to do real quick is, while you have everything up, trying to do this all nice and neat and everything, but you just want to come around here, take the arms, and boop. And again, I'll do it on the other side. I think it's, yeah, there you go. So, and take the head. You can push it up. And this is where things kind of get a little complicated, at least for me, but you want to take this whole car section right here and fold it in. Now, sadly, if you try and do it the other way, you're going to end up probably flexing some of the plastic, and that's not going to be good for the figure. So you might want to, you know, be wary of that. But once you have everything all set up and nice and neat and clean looking, you can take this whole back section and fold it against his back, like so. Take this black piece that will allow the neck to connect to the back. Make sure it's lined up. Peg it into place. Have him stand nice and cool looking. If he wants to stand. I don't think he wants to stand this time. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Nope, I did something right. And there you have the Transformers Age of Extinction Deluxe Class Drift Platinum Edition Autobots Unite 5-pack in his robot mode. As you can see, very nicely detailed and everything. I really do like the way that this came out, and honestly, when people first were shown this figure in promo images and everything, people were saying, oh, he's pulling off the whole fake chest thing. He's not. He's actually using the front of the chest, the front of the car as his chest, much like he does in the movie. And I thought the way that this figure was the way that this figure was engineered and everything was very nice. From the arms to the head itself to the body and everything, it just looks all really nice, nicely detailed. I just really like it. Now to get into that head sculpt, I'm going to take a quick look. You can see he is pretty much his samurai-looking self, with a nice cheeky smile, as well as some of the nice panel lining and everything. You got his goatee in a nice black, and a nice gold, much like the rest of his face, where it should have been picked out in a nice black, but that could be easily fixed with like a Sharpie or something. If you're really that picky about detailing and everything. Sadly, he has no light piping, or rather he does, but they painted in the eyes for some reason, and that's a shame whenever, you know, you have a figure like that. And they've done that with a lot of Combiner Wars stuff as well, where you don't really have any light piping. So that's kind of unfortunate that they do not allow light piping in this figure. I thought it would look really cool, especially with him pulling off some sort of samurai pose. That would look really neat. But, yeah, really other than that, those are my minor nitpicks for him. I think he's a really nice figure, and I really do like the way that he looks. And he gets in scale pretty well, too. Again, sadly, have no size comparisons or anything, but I can show off weapon storage as well as him holding his weapons, if that counts for anything. As you can see, each one of these blades takes a little peg. I want to say about a 5mm peg. And you can easily peg them into however you want to store them. I, however, like to have the mini swords out like that. Kind of splay them out just a bit. And if you really want to, you can have these two swords in the back here kind of store on those two back pegs that are in the underside of the robot, or in the vehicle mode. Sadly, again, I just don't want to do that. But you can have them splayed out however you want, and you can actually have it look like he's about to grab his weapon and everything, which is very cool. But he does hold each weapon fairly well, since they're on a rectangle joint. I guess that's what you call it. I mean, I'm not sure myself, but you can have him hold his weapon. They're kind of loose, but that's just because the way the hand is and because of that peg on the inside of his arms. So you can have him holding his weapons. And you can do some pretty dynamic poses too, which is pretty cool, so that's very neat. But yeah. Drift is an overall really nice figure. I really do like the way that he came out. He does have some really nice detailing as well, such as the knee pads and the shoulders. The way that they used the transformation was very cool. I like how the front of the car actually becomes his chest. These side bits become his shoulder panels. The knees and these side pieces for the car look. It looks really well. And I know a lot of people are kind of picky about kibble and everything, but when it comes to a Transformer, the one thing you really gotta keep in mind is that they're just supposed to be fun little representations of the actual characters, as well as them just being fun little toys. And And I know it's no excuse with some figures, and I can, I can understand where you're coming from. But really, I just think it looks really nice. He has a lot of really nice detailing from right here to his abdomen and waist section to his actual legs and everything. Everything just looks very nicely done. Even the arms look very nice. There's a lot of etched out and, a lot of nice detailing within the arms. Now, for some reason, this is kind of curious, but this arm is very different from this arm, and it looks very different. Different molding and everything. Like, it just looks completely different. And I'm not complaining about that. The retail version has that too, but it wasn't picked out in a gold. But I'm curious about that as well. I don't know if he had anything like that in the movie. Maybe I missed it. But it's rather interesting and a little bit weird as well. So, yeah, I don't get what's up with that. That's interesting. But, it's also kind of cool. But again, it's just kind of weird. Then again, with the weird comes the normal, and with the normal comes the weird, and without each one of them, we wouldn't really have anything, now would we? So, just a little saying I like to say from time to time. But yeah, what all can I really say about this figure? Honestly, if you really don't want to spend about $120-something on the retail, or on the retail, yes, because everyone's paying that price. If you don't want to spend $120 on the 5-pack for the Platinum Edition to get this, go on eBay. Or if you don't even want this version in particular, just go ahead and go for the retail version. Both of them are very nice, and I would highly recommend. This figure because, frankly, I really do like him. He came out very nice, very good representation of the movie. Another thing like I said, with the whole kibble thing, you can't really blame them. They did their best, and their best is what they got, is what we got. And honestly, I think it just looks good. So yeah. So this has been the video review for the Transformers Age of Extinction Platinum Edition Autobots Unite 5-pack, and I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Be sure to vote on the next candidate figure for this set. You got your choices of Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and Drift. Shout out to my buddy DW Nut and the War Ren Productions. I really appreciate them for voting. And I also want to give a shout out to Tyler Hurd, as well as Command Star Thorn Prime 117 for voting as well. I guess from here voting isn't really necessary, but if you really want to, go ahead and pick your vote between Bumblebee, Crosshairs, and Hound, because those are the only 3 figures left since I already reviewed the main 2. And yeah, that's really pretty much it for this video. So guys, once again, I want to thank you all for watching. I've been Transformers Addict 1024. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that like button if you like this video. If you want to see more of my awesome videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Follow me on Facebook, TFA1024, the Transformers Addict, link down in the description below. And if you want to chat with me, or if you want to let me know what you thought about my video, please hit me up down in the comment section down below. Post to me via the Facebook page, or hit me up with a private message, once again, via the Facebook page. And also, stay tuned for the playlist for this, for these video reviews, as well as any video reviews, and also annotations for each individual video review. So if you guys want to go see Optimus Prime's review, be sure to go check that out. I will leave an annotation in the fan-decided review video. So all those will be in there. You guys can go check those out, and there will also be a video annotation for Drift here in Optimus Prime and the the fan-decided review, as well as the Optimus Prime video review. And this will continue on. But once again, guys, if you really want to vote, be sure to vote for either Bumblebee, Crosshairs, or Hound. Otherwise, I might just decide to do them on my own, because I appreciate everyone voting and everything, and I hope to have that kind of productivity continue. And remember, guys, until next time, to get addicted, stay addicted, and TF Addicts for life. This is TFA1024, the Transformers Addict, signing out. Peace. Be sure to stay tuned for more awesome stuff, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to be able to see it. This is TFA1024, signing out. Peace.